One really big issue with my plot, the Nigerian scam, was that I was convinced that I was gonna get help to move my stuff from 500 kilometers to my new location in Helsinki. I was so convinced that I would get help that I got held up for months waiting for this to happen, which is now when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my god. I would not pick up my cat. I had left my cat of then 18 years old with a new friend just for safekeeping, just to keep looking after. And it took me months and months to then call them and say I would pick up my cat, and they downright refused to give my cat back to me. They were using language that was very odd. So because I was convinced I would get help from my boyfriend, my honey trap boyfriend, Nigerian scam boyfriend, they were then using all this time to make my cat keepers um, um, animal right activists, downright animal right activists. My cat keeper was a downright hippie, and he turned into a advocate for a human animal. It sounded like human rights. Human rights advocate. Yeah, and I was so taken back from this language that I didn't know what to say. I didn't know that I would have to defend my right to um, get back a cat that I legally own. And I was so taken back from all this that I have not yet to this day looked for justice in this matter, because I legally own that cat. I have a EU passport for that cat, and so animals are matters. Animals are things that somebody owns, and so on. So they're considered as matters. So yeah, that was one of the most significant, along with a bunch of others. But this was one of the most significant factors from my Nigerian scam, that I was Lulu enough to think that somebody would come and help me move my shit. And this took months and months and months, and I did not pick up my cat. That is, and still is, was and still is, one of the dearest things to me, and one of my spiritual family's most essential elements. And yes, it was one of the weirdest experiences calling this hippie guy, and he had turned into a downright activist overnight. Well, in a couple of months' time. This was not the first time that I had left my cat with somebody for 6 months or 12 months. I had done internships abroad. I had done Erasmus abroad, whilst I had left my cat behind. Of course, 2011, I took this very cat to Israel for my master's degree, but cat was young, a lot younger then, so it was feasible.